Thank you for having the interview.
Thank you
I'm
too.
Kazuki. What's your name?
I'm Kate.
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 Nice to meet you,
Yes,
Kate.
nice to meet you.
All right, where are you from?
I'm from Ukraine.
How long have you been here?
I've been living in Japan for almost 4 years,
4 years.
3.5 years, I think.
All right. And what do you do for a living?
I work in a finance Japanese company, and I'm also a content creator. So I share my life in Japan, my experience here, and yeah, I'm really enjoying making my Instagram.
Ooh, that's nice. Like making video.
yeah, for Instagram.
You gotta be famous. You used to study in university in Japan. How was your student life in Japan?
Yeah, I was studying in Fukuoka.
Fukuoka.
Yeah, I've been living in Fukuoka for a year, and it was a truly wonderful experience. I really liked my everyday life there. I had many also Ukrainian friends there with me together, so we were living together in the same dormitory. It was super fun, and I also was dancing, performing in different cities, like in different prefectures through Kyushu, and I also played wadaiko.
Wadaiko.
Wadaiko, yes,
Wow.
in my university, so it was super fun.
You did a lot of things
Yeah,
in
yeah.
university.
I had
Wow.
different experience.
That was the 4 years ago.
It was 3 years ago, I think.
3 years
Yeah.
ago. And the first time you came to Japan, and other time you already speak Japanese, or
Yeah, I've been studying Japanese in my university in Ukraine for 4 years. So yeah, when I came to Japan, I could speak Japanese at some level.
wow, that's really good.
Yeah.
Wow. Can I ask like why did you choose start to learning Japanese in your university in Ukraine?
I've been into Japanese cartoons, anime. I really liked Spirited Away. It was my favorite cartoon when I was a child. But at that time, I didn't know that it is like a Japanese cartoon or something like this. And when I think I was like 13 years old, I watched it one more time, and then I started to watch any other Ghibli's cartoons and also another anime. So that's how I started my journey.
Wow.
Yeah, I've been studying Japanese for 4 years in university, and again, all those cultural things, religions, and history. And I've been living in Japan for already 4 years, and at this moment of my life, I'm planning to live, I know, in the future also, staying in Japan. So I'm really enjoying my life here. I think that you are very lucky to be born in a country like this. Yeah, and I hope that's what.
That's a long dream.
Yeah.
Oh, that's good to hear. All right, thank you. And like student life in Japan and student life in Ukraine, like is there any difference?
I would say yes. It's absolutely different experience. First of all, because when I was a student in Ukraine, it was a COVID, so we had almost everything online, and yeah. And also in Japan, as when many Ukrainian students came to Japan, it was like a very big news at that time. So we really had like different experience. I think that even Japanese students didn't have. So yeah, I did so many in 1 year, and yeah, it was probably one of the best year in my life.
Wow, yeah. With communication with the Japanese, has anything touched your heart?
Yeah, I've been living in Japan for 4 years, so for me it's difficult to say like if it is like Japanese, Ukrainians. I would say like it's especially when my first year in Japan, again when I was back to my university, we had so much support from Japan as Ukrainians, and so many Japanese people helps us like in any other way. Not only Japanese, but even like Ukrainians living in Japan, like just everyone helped me a lot and my friends. And yeah, it was really touchful, and I'm so grateful to Japan as a country and to each person who helped us that time.
Wow, that's good to hear.
Yeah.
All right, thank you. When you have a rough time, like hard time,
Hard time.
yeah.
I would say I didn't have that much hard time.
Wow.
I think in Japan and like even in Ukraine, I don't know, like maybe it's just I'm lucky or something like this. I don't know. I was always surrounded by good people. Yeah, so and when I have some like difficult situations, if I ask, so all people around me, they are happy to help me. So yeah, I think I had those episodes, but I could not say that I really had so hard time or something like that.
It sounds like the mostly like you serve yourself.
Yeah,
perfect.
yeah, maybe.
Strong. Wow. You came to Japan. Like, has your mind, any of your mind like to change before you came to Japan?
In the beginning, my personality
Mhm.
suits Japan well, I think,
Mhm.
from my experience.
Yeah.
Because even back to Ukraine, like Ukrainian and Japanese culture, they're so different.
Yeah.
But I would say I like the way I communicate with people
Mhm.
more Japanese than Ukrainian. Like I don't say everything I think, or I don't think that I'm more like about harmony, about what.
Yeah.
So I think when I came to Japan, I became even like I started to think even more about another people around me,
Mhm.
not to disturb them.
Yeah.
Yeah, maybe like this.
Sounds like it's a good way to change the mind.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Thank you. Okay. You go back in the grain,
Uh-huh.
like something is like, oh, it's like different as Japan. Like, is there any experience of that?
Everything is different.
Everything.
Everything is different. I already got used to Japanese safety, to Japanese cleanliness,
Mhm.
like to like I would say beauty. Like everything is just it's beautiful. It's like
Japan is
well,
like that.
yeah, it's well organized. It's like no trash or just like the picture where whenever you go, the picture itself is like it's beautiful comparing to Ukraine for me especially. Yeah, so if I back to Ukraine right now, I don't know. Like
All right,
everything's
thank
just
you.
so different.
Oh.
And the food itself. Like I went to Europe
Mhm.
last summer,
Yeah.
and I already got used to Japanese food and drinks. So you can buy like any kind of tea
Mhm.
without sugar.
Yeah.
Yeah, in Japan, but you cannot find this kind of drinks like in Europe. And I was like, okay, I will drink water all
Really?
the time.
What kind of like Japanese culture? What kind of culture do you like it?
I very like rural Japan. I
Mhm.
really enjoying all the shrines and all that stuff, and I feel my heart also like coming down when I'm in those kind of places.
Yeah.
And that's something that you cannot find in like of course in Ukraine or in any other country. So like rural Japan with all its culture, that's what I enjoy the best.
Oh, that's good to hear. All right,
Yeah.
thank you. Ah, good. But you live in Tokyo, right?
Yeah, I live in Tokyo, but I prefer some like countryside. Or I very love Fukuoka.
Oh,
Yeah,
Fukuoka.
so yeah, I spent a year there, so I really want to come back one day.
All right, what do you think of the Japanese men? I mean, as a woman.
Yeah, I find Japanese men attractive,
Mhm.
so they're my type. But it's more about person itself because
Like
yeah,
inside.
yeah. Of course, culture is different, but I think I already understand Japanese culture like pretty well
Mhm.
on some level, and I also speak Japanese, so not that much problems with communication. But yeah, it's more about environment, uh, like the person was raised in, like family environments or
Mhm.
that stuff. So yeah, it depends. It depends on the person.
Mhm.
But like if we say totally, yeah, I like the way like Japanese men look,
Mhm.
the way they their style.
Yeah.
Yeah, but there are not. I think there are not so many like gentleman stuff in a
Mm.
Japanese guy, but they do care in another way. So we just have different cultures. Like for example, not giving flowers to a
Yeah.
girl.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I know that in Europe it's also not like this. It's like Ukrainian thing.
Mhm.
Yeah, so it's like small things like this.
Yeah. Like I've heard like in Europe, It's a more romantic, the guy's more romantic.
Yeah,
And
yeah,
some
I think
people
so.
like prefer them.
Yeah, if we speak generally.
Yeah,
Of course, not
of course,
everyone like this.
generally. A lot of people say like the Japanese are shy, like you guys are. I mean, like we, not everyone, but like the mostly we don't ask them out, on the road.
About shyness, yeah, maybe I don't have that much experience with Ukrainian men, so it's difficult for me to compare. Yeah, I think that of course in Ukraine, like more straightforward, more like, okay, I will get you in any way, like this.
Yeah.
Yeah, but again, it depends on the person. But what I
Alright, it's gonna be last question. Like when you first time you came to Japan, like what's the biggest things you don't get used to?
I've been studying Japanese in my university for 4 years, and it's not only about language, it's also about culture, religion, history. So I knew like a lot about Japan itself when I came here. Yeah. What I would say, what surprised me, I remember first time I came to Japan, it was when I just finished my first year in university. I came to Osaka for 3 weeks, like for program, short time program, and I was really surprised that you have this that telephone, how to say it, boxes.
Like telephone box.
Telephone boxes, yeah. And I'm really confused that someone is still using them. That's what I just, because we had in Ukraine those things like when I was a child, I don't know, like 10 years, 15 years ago. And I was surprised to see like everywhere those telephone boxes. It was the first time surprised me.
In Ukraine, like there's gone.
I think yes, maybe. I'm sure that nobody uses them. Yeah.
Yeah, like actually, I've never used that. I've never used. But some people don't have a phone or something.
Yeah,
that's
some
why like
people.
even Tokyo, like there's some.
Yeah, but there are like lots of them. Yeah, so I was surprised. It was the first thing that surprised me. Maybe this one.
For the last, like, can we get the message from viewer?
Like now there are many foreigners, coming to Japan. So I hope that we will find that balance, and that foreigners will also travel not only to Tokyo but some rural areas of Japan to see the, I would say, like the true culture. So yeah, and if you meet some people, please be kind. Let's be kind to each other. Okay.
Thank you. Like for having an interview, like we have a small gift. Do you know dorayaki? It's like a dorayaki.
Thank you.
It's from Doraemon.
Itadakimasu. Okay.
Thank you. Or for the can we get the bye bye to the viewer?
Yeah, sure.
Bye bye.
Bye bye.